Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's going to be a requested topic and things that people have spoken about that I've seen discussed a lot in this community, and an interesting conversation to have, because not only can you manifest your SP, but the concept and idea of what if someone else is manifesting me? What if I'm someone's SP? So we're going to delve into this idea today, and if you are concerned about this, because even this thought has crossed my mind at some point, I'm like, oh, what if someone's manifesting me? There are ways to know, there will be signs. It's a lot of following your intuition, but I'm going to get into all of these different points today, how to counteract it, how to ensure that this doesn't happen if you don't want it to, and what are the actual signs of knowing it's happening. So that's what we're going to be discussing today, so stay tuned to hear my thoughts. You can also get extra support from me by joining my monthly membership. It's $2.99 a month, and you can partake by submitting your questions for my monthly Q&A, which is only for members, and getting some extra content as well, early content. So yeah, that's a good option as well. Or you can coach with me one-on-one. So if you do want the extra help for your own manifestation, you can get support with me directly through coaching. So take a look at the description box and what's on screen if you're interested. And now let's start the video. Firstly, remember that you are the creator of your reality. No one else is in control of your life. You are in control. You can decide anything and everything that you want, consciously manifest any result you want, and you are able to completely and fully manifest whatever it is you want into your life. There is no free will for anyone else in your reality. You're the creator of your reality, and manifestation is limitless. So with those three key concepts, you can have anything or anyone you want. And if there's a certain outcome you want, remember that you're in control. Circumstances are not happening to you. You can change them. You have created them, consciously or subconsciously, and you can change them around if you don't like them. So keep in mind and remember that, most importantly, you're in control. You are the creator of your own life. So before we get into the actual signs of knowing if you're being manifested, I still want to remind you guys of the other key principles and the ability that you have to to decide that you don't want to be manifested and to manifest the opposite. So you can decide and tell yourself, my assumption is that no one can manifest me if I don't want them to. If I don't want someone, they will never manifest me. No one else can manifest for me in my reality. Remind yourself and tell yourself these kind of self-concept affirmations regarding your manifesting powers and abilities. So reminding yourself that you are the creator and that these are my beliefs and assumptions. This is the way my reality goes. Maybe other people believe in that and it's a general concept, but in my reality it doesn't exist. I can't be manifested by anyone else. If that's what you would like, and you are concerned currently that it might be happening and you want to change it around, tell yourself that kind of affirmation or kind of mental diet statement, and just focus on what you do want. Focus on the outcome you want for that relationship or that person, or in general. If there's not if there's not a specific, if there's not a specific person, then you can go more general. But if there's someone in particular that you, and we'll get into the signs, have started to think they are manifesting you, then you can just focus on what you do want with that person. Even if it's no contact and no relationship, tell yourself that, mentally focus on it, mentally repeat it. And likewise, if there is that third party, for example, you have an SP, you want to be with a specific person, but there's someone else that you feel might be manifesting you, or things have started to shift for you and you don't want that, you don't want to be manifested by someone else essentially, then apply a mental diet for that third party. So whoever it may be, if there's a block or they're the kind of block and hurdle to you getting your specific person or a different outcome and you don't want to be manifested by them, they are essentially that third party. Apply your mental diet. Tell yourself, no, they're not manifesting me. They would never manifest me. I can only be manifested by the people that I want. Anyone I want could manifest me, but no one else. Anything along those lines of essentially saying that person is, even just going more in depth and saying how they think and feel. That person doesn't want me. That person isn't manifesting me. That person is happy with our no contact. Anything like that. Keep repeating that. Again, you are in control. It's your subconscious mind, your beliefs. So you can decide and tell yourself, this is how it goes. This is how this person feels in my reality. and then they will have to conform. No one can manifest against you. You're the creator. They don't have free will. They can't suddenly decide, oh, you've changed your mind and you are happy to be manifested by them. You can always be manifested by anyone. If you are telling yourself this belief that, yes, this person might be manifesting me, but now I've changed my mind and I've taken control and decided that they're no longer manifesting me. They can't do it. No one else can manifest me. That's what has to become true. They cannot bypass the mental effort and manifestation that you're doing. For example, the mental diet affirmations, repeating affirmations, creating assumptions, and continuously telling yourself, they're not manifesting me, no one else can manifest me. If I don't want someone, they cannot make me conform. They cannot bypass it, and it's your reality. So in your reality, that's what will continue to become true, to be more and more true. You will not be manifested by that person if you decide that, if you're consciously aware of it, and then you mentally focus on the opposite and say, they're not doing that. I hope that makes sense. I wanted to get really, really specific and descriptive in that explanation, because I want you guys to understand, if you don't want a certain outcome, you can create the outcome you do want, no matter what. So getting into the signs now of what it actually looks like if you are being manifested. So first I touched on why you can change any result you want and why you are in full control and have all the ability to get the relationship and results that you want. But now, what does it actually look like to know that someone is manifesting you? So first of all would be something, most likely, a sudden change in thoughts or feelings. Now, I've seen this discussed quite a lot. I don't think I would necessarily say I've personally experienced this. Maybe I have, but again, I don't want to think too much into it because I don't want to create an assumption. But what it would look like and what I've seen other people say themselves, it's a sudden change in thoughts and feeling. The way you feel towards that person, or even just circumstances around it. For example, if it was a romantic SP, it could, by the way, be an SP where an old friend or old contact is just trying to reinitiate communication with you. But let's say it's romantic, because typically that would be the case. You would have a sudden change in thoughts and feelings. You'd maybe start to feel like you would be in a relationship with this type of person when typically you've always thought, I would never date someone like that. But then you start to think, oh, maybe I would. Or it's directly for that person, which is most likely thinking, you know, starting to have feelings where, oh, you would like to speak to them, or, you know, just a positive change in feelings where you're feeling more warm, more loving, more desirous of having contact and a relationship with them. Maybe you start to feel like you have a crush on them, or you want to speak to them. And a change in thoughts as well would be tying in directly with that. Thinking and starting to get visuals in your mind of being with them, or what it would look like to date them, or just thinking of them throughout the day. It could just be randomly, they pop into your mind, even though we know it's not actually random. Being reminded of them, seeing signs of them, having random daydreams just pop into your mind, and also likewise dreams, dreaming of them. That's another really key sign that maybe subconsciously you're being manifested by someone, they've started to think of you, and therefore it's reflected where you start to have dreams of them as well. But yeah, typically it would be they're consciously manifesting you. Another sign that you are being manifested is that it goes against your typical assumptions of them and the current relationship. So if they are consciously putting in the effort to manifest you, but you already have maybe some negative or opposing assumptions to a relationship about them, it might start to change. You might have thoughts start popping in your mind that go against those current assumptions. That's not to say they have the power or ability to completely shift your assumptions without you being aware. You will become aware and you will start to recognize, oh, this person that I have no relationship with or have never had a desire to have a relationship with, I'm starting to think about them differently. You can then decide, actually, I don't want that, so I'm going to start affirming the opposite. But it would typically, those thoughts would typically go against your current assumptions about them, the current type of thoughts you've had about them, even if you don't think of them at all. You would then start to think of them maybe. That's not to say, again, just want to reiterate that they will suddenly completely shift all your beliefs and take control and take over your mind. That's not at all how it works, but the thoughts that you would have would go against your actual assumptions about them. So If you did nothing about it and you assumed that you're being manifested by them and they're creating a relationship and that you're their SP, then probably yes, your assumptions about them would start to shift, and the things you believe and assume about them would start to shift more positively into them manifesting you. But the thoughts that would come up in your mind would go against it. If, for example, your belief about them was, we don't have a relationship, we don't speak, I don't particularly like them, I don't want to date them, I don't have any feelings for them, I don't find them attractive, anything like that, if that's what you assume and believe and think currently, and even just like once in a blue moon, because like I said, if you don't have a relationship with them, you'd probably barely think about them. But if that's your assumption, the thoughts could oppose that. It could be things like, oh, I kind of want to get back in contact. I wonder how this person has been. Oh, I kind of miss them. It could be anything to do with that. And that's why I'm saying it goes against your current assumptions about them. Having said that, ultimately, everyone is in control of their own individual reality, which means that you, as the creator of your reality, I started off the video saying that, you have the power and ability to decide, oh, I don't like what's happening here. I don't like this circumstance. I don't like this situation. I want to change it. You have the ability to recognize what you don't like in your life and what's missing, what you do want, manifesting your goals. And that goal could be, I think this person is manifesting me because of all these examples, and I don't like it. I don't want that, period. So then you start to say, you know, whatever affirmations it may be, opposing it, saying this person and I have no contact. Actually, I've done this, I've manifested this before, where I think I actually have been manifested by someone, and I changed my mind and I recognized that something was happening, or that I just decided for myself, I don't want this result, I don't want this relationship, and it worked. I manifested that person away. But yeah, you can just create the opposite and say, we have no relationship, we have no contact. So as the creator and being in control of your individual reality, it means that you can decide the outcome of this relationship or lack of relationship. You can say, like I just said, there's no contact, we have no communication, we have no relationship. This person is happily moving on. This person doesn't want contact with me. This person would never manifest me. It can be something like that, getting really, really direct and specific. If that is the outcome of the relationship you want, it's your reality, you're putting in the conscious effort, and it has to be true in your reality. Don't even worry or question or think what that person is thinking or doing in their own reality. Focus on your own and recognize that as the creator, you're not going to give away your power to anyone else. You're going to acknowledge and accept and embody that you're in full control, and you've decided that you don't want a relationship with this person, and so it is. So yeah, essentially affirm for the desired relationship that you do want with this person, even if it is no relationship. And also be on a strict mental diet for thoughts around this person. You don't want to feed into those assumptions, start shifting your beliefs or feeding into those thoughts, because then you are going to create an assumption and you are going to start feeding into that manifestation and that type of result. So be on a mental diet when you do think about this person, or you do get concerned that they might be manifesting you. Think to yourself and remind yourself, you know, a mental diet would be like saying, there is no relationship, I'm not being manifested, I only get exactly what I want, my goals and manifestations are still the same, I'm getting the result that I personally want, anything like that. So I hope this video was useful for you guys and gave you some clarity and maybe some understanding of signs and ways in which to know if you are being manifested, but also while you are in control, you're not at the mercy, or not at, you know, under the control of someone else. It's your reality. Take back control, decide what you want, and yeah, manifest the results that you do want. So if you enjoyed, please do thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye.